Our faith is pleasing to God. He needs for us to have faith in order for Him to be able to fulfill whatever desires that He has placed in our heart. Because remember, He's the one who places the desires also in our heart. And what is faith? Faith is the confidence that the thing that you are hoping for, the thing that you are hoping for will come to fruition. Whether it's health, whether it's a job, whether it's a family, whether it's a spouse, that thing that you are hoping for, whether it's traveling, whatever the desire that is in your heart. So it's a confidence that that thing that you are hoping for will come to fruition. When that thing is not there yet, and you keep on imagining this thing, it's you wake up, it's this thing, you go to bed, it's this thing, you get so fixated with this thing that you are hoping for. That pleases God, because I guess it tells Him that you really desire this thing, and you believe that He is going to give you this thing, because He is the one who places these desires in our heart, and He is the one who brings them to life. So the Bible tells us that it is impossible to please God without faith. First, we have to believe that He exists and that He is the rewarder of those who sincerely seek Him. I have a story to share. I've been sharing that I've been in a bad financial situation for some time, for years, because I've been this person who is people pleasing, this person who will do things for people and end up getting myself into debt, and sometimes also do things for myself, because I guess I believed that I had to do that. I had to wear that certain type of clothes, or do whatever, so that I can fit in. And also sometimes just because people told me that this would suit you, this will look nice on you, and at times even if I didn't like it, but I would end up buying that thing just because I wanted to fit in, and I guess to seem as if like I was having a lot of money, of which that was not the case. So my husband and I, we had been trying to buy a house since 2016, because I shared that we sold our first house. It was a townhouse, a 2-bedroom townhouse that we had bought, and we turned the garage into a 3rd bedroom, and we did a lot of touch-ups on the house. We did the kitchen. I think it costed about 30,000 at the time. That was way back then, in around 2010. The kitchen costed us about 30,000, and painting, all of those things. Then we ended up having to sell the house because I was so much in debt, and we sold also our first car that was paid up because I was so much in debt. And now we stayed for some time now trying to and then when I got to the current job now, that was in 2015, I wanted to elevate, because now it means we have more money, so let's go and get a bigger house. Whereas because I had settled now the first debt with my pension money, then now we moved into this estate kind of setup, and took our kids to private school, did all these changes that required a lot of money. Yes, I think months later, then I found myself back again in where I was in debt. And at this time, we are renting. I think we were renting about 12,000 rent in this estate. So, but at the same time, we were trying to buy our own house, and we kept on being rejected by banks and declined because of our affordability. And years and years went by. We were not getting this. We were not getting this until we stopped. We took a break from trying. We kept on renting since 2016, renting and renting and renting, and years went by up until now. I got saved in 2020, and I have been going through this process now of renewing my mind and transforming and being intimate with God, making sure that I was cultivating my relationship with Him, and Him also showing me ways of how to do things, and also enriching and empowering me and enabling me to do things. And I felt like really in a position now to say I am able to use my creativity, use my gifts and talents to be able to better myself. And 2020, wrote my book, did a lot of things now with that are being downloaded to me by God. And then now all of a sudden I had this desire again to start looking for a house, and we started within a week. Before that, I shared that the estate setup. Also, it was one of those things that I had, the trap that I had gotten myself into, that was saying when you're living in an estate, it's safe, first of all, which for me, God showed me that this was an idol. And that secondly, also living in an estate means that you have a lot of money, which also can be a lie. And so now I shared that there was a person who almost broke into my house. This is how I got to understand that this was an idol, living in an enclosed area. Like, for instance, where there's entrances, gates, where there's entrances and that are guarded by security. So I then said, okay, no, I pivoted from now the original, this feeling of saying, okay, I want to live in an estate because it shows that you have a lot of money, and that people will see you as that you're having money, which is a lie. Then I had this desire now to start searching for a house again. You search for a house, and mind you, at this time also, we don't have a deposit for this house that we are searching for, and I also thinking that to say the money at the same time is not to the point where really we can say we can afford it, because we've been paying with this rent, and the second car is paid up, so we can say that we're going to be able to pay the bond. But the deposit was not the deposit. Remember, when you're buying a second house, at least 10% of the deposit. Normally, banks will require that for financing the bond. Started searching for the house, found the house that we really love. Beautiful house. It's in a boomed area. It's a standalone house. It's 1,000 square meter. It has a pool. It's a main house, and then also it has a grainy flatland on the side. So it's just a dream come true. And we bought this house, and we put on the offer to purchase to say that we had zero deposit, and the bank got us 100% bond. So, which was just a dream come true. And in mind you, there was a couple who also love this house, and we were like also in a sort of a competing for this house. And they had also been approved by their bank, and they went for the evaluation, everything. It seemed like everything was going well for them. Thank God. We got the house. House is ours. And just shows that God will place the desires, and He will fulfill them. He will fulfill them. Whatever He has placed in your heart, whatever desire He has placed in your heart, He will fulfill. You just need to believe. You just need to believe that He will. I just wanted to share this. So that's just to give hope to someone who also has a desire that they are now starting to want to let go of. Don't hold on to it. He will fulfill it. Thank you then. Bye.